What's up YouTube, Jay Travelini here. Today I'm going to talk about my other mining rig, one of the rigs I'm going to be putting together. I took my empty frame and put a one p106-90 graphics card on. It's a 3GB card, and I have it running on Nicehash OS. So in previous videos, anyone that's been following the channel, you'll notice that I've been mining on Windows, even though I've tried different programs like Nicehash, Claymore, and things like that. Now I want to try different operating systems. So I've this one on actual Nicehash OS, so we're gonna check that out and see what it's doing, and I'll give you my thoughts on it, and a little bit of a review on Nicehash OS. I do plan on keeping it on Nicehash OS because in the overall scheme of things, I think it is a pretty good operating system for mining. Currently, I've had it on it for a few days now. It's been pretty stable, but we'll go inside the computer in a minute. We'll check it out. It is just one graphics card on it right now, and you'll see I screwed it in there, but I do need to swap my frame around a little bit so I can get them resting. I don't know if I want to go to 12 card frame or just do two 6-card rigs, because I do have another motherboard laying around. But you can see in it that it's just a 1 card just for testing purposes, just to try out the operating system and get used to it. So let's go inside let's go on my computer and we'll log into Nicehash and we'll check it out and see what it's doing. Alright, so here we are on my computer now. I'm logged into the Nicehash website where I can monitor it. So I do like that it tells me the temperatures of the card. So this P104 rig we're not going to pay attention to because this is actually on Windows right now. So this is mining on Nicehash inside of Windows. So this is my P104-100 rig, the 8-card rig that I showed you guys in a previous video. And this is my P106-90 rig. So this is, like I said, a 3GB card. And I know 3GB cards are starting to really phase out as far as the mining scene is concerned. As far as gaming, not that I can do it on these without doing some modifications, since it doesn't have the outputs. But as far as gaming, if you had 1060 3GB cards, which is pretty much what this P106-90 is, it's still a pretty solid gaming card. You can still get at 1080p some very good frame rates for very relatively good price. But these P106-90 cards I picked up for like $30 each, pretty cheap on eBay. You see it's getting 22 cents every 24 hours according to the Nicehash software at 54C. So I did change the overclocks on it a little bit, and it's kind of annoying with Nicehash because you have to take the USB stick out, put it in your computer, and then go through the config file and change it. So I think I have them running at 75% TDP. I didn't put my watt meter on it yet to really test the voltage just because I have the 1 card. If I looked at it through the watt meter that it's plugged into, because it's plugged into the power strip to a watt meter, it's reading 1100 watts. But I know that my P104 rig that's plugged into it too runs about 1010 watts. So it's about 90 watts for this P106-90 rig. Just off simple math, it's not as accurate of a number as I'd like it to be. I'm kind of just speculating on that, which would put, I usually guess like around 65-70 watts per, so if we go on the calculator, I usually guess if we're at, we'll say 90 watts total, usually like 60 to 75 watts for just the power. So we'll do that. So 25 watts is what this card says it's running at. That's a very, very estimated guess. I'd have to get a watt meter on it and really check it, and I'd probably have to check the algorithms on the computer if I can, the actual rig, to see what the wattage is, because this, I haven't seen anywhere where it shows me wattage on this. But it did benchmark everything, so it just picks the miner. It has swapped algorithms on me a couple times to different coins, so it does do that. I don't know if we can, if we look over a 1 week time, maybe we can see different algorithm. Now we don't see any different algorithm. Looks like it's been Zhash the whole time. Or now here we go. It goes X16R Zhash and X16R V2 all mined on this card at some point during the last, what's it, since August 13th when I put it together, about a week. So it has swapped algorithms just to be more profitable. So right now it says 25.38 souls, not too bad. So it says this, accepted speed, yeah. So right now it says it's mining at 18.7 souls a second. So we'll see. So once I get, right now I'm probably not making money on this rig with just the one card on it. When I put more cards on it, it should even it out, because I'm probably spending enough money just to run the motherboard and processor and stuff that this 17 cents per day is a lot less than what I'm spending just to run the actual entire rig. But hopefully within the next week or so I can get the whole rig put together, at least 6 of the cards onto that one. But I will have to, if you saw it in the video, I will have to swap the fans to the other side, and then put the graphics card support bar on the other side where the fans are currently, just to get support. And I'll have all my risers rest on the other bar that goes across the frame to support the graphics card, so they're not saggy like the one that's on it now. But as far as, I mean, they do have a phone app also for Nicehash, which is nice. You just log into it and you see pretty much the same thing. These are both set on high because I manually overclock myself. My p104 rig, since it's on Windows, I just use the Afterburner to overclock it. And then, like I said, on the p106-90 rig, I had to put the flash drive into my PC and go into the config file with Notepad++ and modify it to set the TDP and the memory and the clock speeds. I think my core clock is plus 100 and my memory is plus 400 on this p106-90. I'll tweak with the overclock a little more, but like I said, it's not ideal because I can't just change it here and it changes it on the rig. If they added that feature, that would probably make this a very, very good software. But for now, I mean, you just have to do it through the USB, which isn't terrible, but it's also hard to tell if it actually worked right away. I'd have to wait for the rig to start mining, come in here and see what it's doing. I could plug a monitor into the rig too, and it'll show me what it's doing, but right now I don't have one in it. But that's pretty much what you see inside the website, and I can stop and start the miner whenever I want. The Nicehash app also on my phone has some good notifications, so it notifies me if someone logs into my account. It notifies me of a successful login or even a failed login, and it'll also notify me if a rig goes on or offline. So I haven't had one go offline, so I haven't seen that notification personally, but I did turn it on inside my phone. So if one of these rigs were to go offline for some reason, I should get a notification on my phone, where in my p104 rig I can try and log into my remote software through Windows. The p106-90 rig, it'll just go offline, but I'll know I'll have to check it and see what it's doing when I get home. But right now, I mean, the temperatures are pretty cool on it. My p104 is not too hot. 60 C is not bad. That's the hottest one though. One's at 50, so I might, if that gets too much hotter, I'll have to look at it. But I also don't have front fans on the front of my p104 rig like I do my p106 rig. Plus, I also plan to move my mining rigs into my basement where it's a lot cooler, so that'll help them there. But that's inside. Oh, you see it switched. So I'm on X16R right now, V2. So Nicehash does actually switch. So that's good that you saw it in this video, that it will actually switch algorithms for you, and it'll keep it the most profitable. So that's why it's at 37C right now, because it's not, it switched to miner, so it went off mining for a few seconds. But it's probably mining right now. It's just going to take a few seconds for it to update here. If I had to guess, I'd probably say it's about a 3 to 3 minute delay between what the rig's actually doing, but by the time it hits the website and updates and refreshes. The other thing I do like about Nicehash is because I don't have all these wallets set up for my p106-90 rig. When it's switching all these algorithms, it'll just pay me out in Bitcoin, as you can see my wallet up here. So even though my p104 rig is on Hashimoto mining Ethereum, which is all it's mined because it's been the most profitable. It's switched different miners a few times, but Ethereum's been the most profitable for my p104 rig. It's been paying me out in Bitcoin the whole time, which is nice because I have Ethereum on my wallet, so I'll have some Bitcoin too now. But that is nice with these, so I don't have to have all these different wallets set up. Not that I don't have them, but with Coinbase, I'm pretty sure I have most of them. But it'll just pay me right out in Bitcoin. And that's it for as far as the Nicehash operating system and the logging it into the website and checking it out. Thanks for checking this video out. I do plan on keeping this on Nicehash OS, like I said. I do overall like the operating system. In the future, I plan on trying Hive OS. That's the next one I'm going to try. I did buy a few USBs yesterday at Best Buy, so I'm going to load up Hive OS and get a rig or two on it and check it out. But right now, this rig with the p106-90s, I do have more of them to put on it. I'm going to leave it on Nicehash since they're 3 GB cards and just let it do its thing on picking the most profitable coin. I don't expect this rig to really make me a ton of money, but it should stay a little profitable since they are very efficient cards. But for now, Nicehash OS, I mean, it's pretty decent. It was definitely worth checking out, and I'll just leave it running on this rig. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell icon, check out future videos. I got more videos coming up with my mining rigs as I expand my p106-90 rig and get the other ones on the Hive OS. But thanks for checking out. See you next time.